Hello, Yoli Nation. Yay. Welcome, everybody. Can you hear me good? Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. This is such a great pleasure and honor to be able to co-host with Wendy, and thank you, Daniel, for the great introduction. But more importantly, thank you for logging on and for taking time out of your busy schedule to just come see what we're so excited about now more than ever, especially with everything going on. I think we can all agree that health is so very, very important. So hopefully you guys will learn a lot tonight, a little bit about myself, like Daniel said. I've been in holistic health and wellness. I'm a chiropractor, been practicing for 17 years and super passionate about health and how we can impact lives and really just educating people so that they understand that they have so much power in their hands right now more than ever with what Yoli offers in the system that we put together so that you can know that you're fine during times like this. If you focus on health and what you put in your body and what you put in your mind, that's the most important thing. So we'll get right into it. So Yoli is really special because it's been around for 10 years and it's founded on the principle of live, active ingredients. We want people to feel alive. Yoli means to live. It's an Aztec word. And that's what's so neat is it is really about the live ingredients that are in our products, but it's also how you can live your best life. So we're going to get into some of the things that are going on. So I always find that this is so interesting that most of the chronic degenerative diseases that are out there that you may be suffering from, or maybe a loved one, is most of them are preventable by diet, by lifestyle, that only less than 10% are genetically activated. So we have so much control. You have so much control how you can stay healthy and live that long, beautiful life. This generation, this is so sad because this generation, our generation, is the first generation that will not outlive the previous generation. So like our children, I have 2 teenagers and I know Wendy does and Daniel, a lot of us have children and, they're not expected to live as old as our generation. And a lot of that is due to stress and poor nutrition and poor diets. So it's something really to keep in the back of your mind. Americans spend over $77 billion on healthcare product and on weight loss products. And the other thing is, as far as their insurance premiums, that's another issue that is really causing a lot of problems today, is healthcare costs and healthcare insurance and the premiums for insurance. So when we're healthy and you're healthy, that is going to help with all of those costs to be able to come down because you're going to have less doctor's visits. It's going to help everybody. It's going to help the entire nation and our bottom dollar. Let's see. And this slide, I want you to realize, is the standard American diet. Okay, we have a problem. We have a problem with our standard American diet. I grew up on a farm in Iowa, and Iowa, we grew a big garden. We ate fruits and vegetables right out of the garden. My dad grew organic beef and, they grazed on the grass and the pasture. So everything was holistic, but the diet has changed so drastically today. Our children eat so much different than how I grew up 40 years ago on the farm, eating straight out of the garden and off of the farm. So what's happening is the soil and the farming practices are so different now, and there's so many more chemicals added into our environment. There's over 50,000 chemicals, that are out there, and there's more and more being added every year. And there's a lot of different things going on in the chemical world that you just need to be cautious with. And that's what this is all about. We're trying to inspire you and educate you on how to be cautious. Metabolically obese, normal weight, there's a whole lot of people out there that are thin or skinny, but they're eating unhealthy, or they think that they're healthy just because they're not overweight, but they're metabolically obese, normal weight, which means that on the inside of their body, they're not healthy and they could be having health issues, but they don't even know it. They're oblivious to it. And we all know people where they're skinny and they think that they're healthy and they can eat everything. So then they go eat junk food or drive through. And then at the end of the day, they're just not very healthy. JAMA, which is a Journal of American Medical, it's a famous medical journal, states that 25% of the US population is medically obese, about 78.5 million people. So really, that's a big category of people that think that they're healthy when really they're walking around eating junk. So just be cautious. We are all about teaching people how to understand really what health is, understanding, that it really does matter what you put into your mouth. Okay. So diets don't work, they're just not sustainable. And that's what we are trying to bring this message forward, is that this is a lifestyle change. We don't want to focus on the word diet. We know that diets deprive us. Nobody likes that word, especially a lot of the women out there. I'm in my mid 40s now. We were all kind of brainwashed years ago, doing the fat-free, the sugar-free, the low-fat. So we understand that there's so much more to health than just what the scale says. And that's what we're teaching people, is how can you be healthy from the inside out, and what kind of foods do matter to your overall energy and vitality. There's just a lot of confusion out there right now. There's different diets popping up every single year, and people just don't understand, which diet should I be following? What should I be eating? 1 year eggs are good and the next year they're bad. And 1 year, this is good for you and the next year it's bad, So what we're trying to do is just teach an overall very good, solid, science-based, foundational health lifestyle approach, so that you don't have to feel like you got to jump on the bandwagon every other year with a new diet fad. We want to teach you some solid science and health principles that can be carried on for years and years and years. So we're going to get into the pillars of health. Yoli focuses on the pillars of health. I'm fortunate and blessed to be on the Doctors Advisory Board with 4 other amazing, intelligent doctors. And this is what's so exciting, is we really came together as a group of doctors, and we worked collectively with corporate, Yoli, and we came together with what are called our pillars of health. And that's what we focus on, is how to help the body from the inside out. So the first important one is our body pH. We're going to talk about that, why that is so important. That deals a lot with inflammation, and at the core of almost every condition and health problem out there, there's some inflammatory fire going on in the body. And the next one is the gut and the microbiome of the digestive system. That has a big link to our immune system. Tons and tons of articles out there on that the healthier your gut is, the stronger your overall health and your immune system. Oxidative stress, detoxification, that's a very big piece to overall health and wellness. Energy, how much energy you actually have, and that's a big part. Without good energy and without, having that vibrancy, what is life? We all want to feel good. We want to be happy. We want good energy, and that's part of what we provide. Sufficiency, making sure that we're getting the right nutrients, macro and micronutrients. Blood sugar support is a big one, especially if you have belly fat, or if you have some of that stubborn fat that won't leave. A lot of that goes back to insulin resistance, and especially that belly fat, the muffin tops, the little spare tire. So we're gonna, our system kind of works on that. And then neuroendocrine and immune health. So those are some great overall pillars of health that we address when we're going through our product lineup. So this is why I said yes to Yoli, because as a practitioner, I had a very busy practice, and I had my reputation on the line. I did not want to say yes to just anything and just any product line. I was a nutrition supplement ingredient kind of snob, really just putting the best quality ingredients in my body and my children, and also to give my patients. So I did take time and I looked through the ingredients, and this is why I said yes. Gluten-free, pesticide-free, it's 100% natural, vegan, hormone-free, and really just, it's high quality. It's not sugar-free, aspartame, and really just, it's high quality. It's not sugar-free, aspartame, it's not the junk products, it's not, the bottom of the barrel. We're dealing with high tier, high quality products, and that matters. Products and integrity of the products matter. So this is how I would say over 90% of the people who start Yoli, this is how they start, is what's called our 28-day transformation system, the Better Body System. We all want a better body, but it's a system. So it's a step-by-step process that you follow. It's all laid out, which is why it's also easy to follow. It tells you exactly what to take, what to eat, but there's also a lot of flexibility. So it's easy to follow. It's a health gain system. This is not just about weight loss, but it's really about how to gain health from the inside out without days. But honestly, yes, it's great to lose weight, but it's how people feel when you heal the body from the inside out. You just get great energy. There's also vegan and caffeine-free options available. So what's all included in our 28-day transformation system? The alkylate is one of the most important pieces. This is one of the things that makes Yoli special, is we talk about the alkalization story. It promotes healthy body pH levels. It aids in the removal of acidic waste, improves your muscle recovery time. We all know that when we work out, we build up that lactic acid. So when you have good ability to remove the acidic load, your recovery time is short. It helps with acid indigestion. It helps with so much. Basically, it's putting the fire out. At the core of almost all aches and pains and low energy and even weight struggles that are just stubborn, you've tried everything. If there's inflammation, it's going to be hard to really get to that next level of your health. Make sure that you guys watch. There's all sorts of other videos available on our platform that you can tap into and watch the resources. The next one, this is my favorite one. This is great. It's not my favorite one. I love all of them. And I would think that everybody would agree. So when you talk to Yoli people, this is why we're so happy. We, have health from the inside out and the vibrancy. So Passion is a blend of Thermo G, which is an all natural blend of vitamins and minerals, and there's super fruits in there, and there's all sorts of great flavors. It comes in over 5 different great flavors. It's got the natural green tea as a source of its energy. So it's not just cheap, the overstimulating products that are out there. It's a green tea caffeine source. It does have 110 milligrams of caffeine. So if you are caffeine sensitive, maybe avoid this one. And we have non-caffeinated products. It helps with your metabolism. So I think a lot of people like that. It boosts that up. It also replaces those nasty energy drinks that are out there on the market. It's great for replacing sodas and all sorts of things out there. So do give that a try. And the next product in the transformation kit is called the Yoli Essential Shakes. We call them our Yes Shakes. I call them our happy hormones because it makes our happy shakes because it makes us happy. When you have good quality amino acids, which is what our shakes are, it really works on helping our brain chemistry, and it helps our brain focus. It helps with our moods. So it's really good with that. It provides great amino acids. It's also got probiotics added into it. It's a non-denatured whey protein from New Zealand. So it's hormone-free, grass-fed cows, cold pressed. So it preserves all the vitamins, minerals. It preserves all the good things because of how it's processed, cold filtered. Boosts glutathione and serotonin levels naturally. It contains a full serving of good fruits and vegetables. So how many other protein shakes out there have a full serving of vegetables in it? And probiotics, and it's non-denatured, grass-fed, hormone-free, antibiotic-free from New Zealand. It's almost like I feel like I'm back on the farm in Iowa. It's grass-fed. This was another reason I said yes. Years ago, I said, wow, it's hormone-free, it's antibiotic-free. It's hard to find that. And it builds your muscle. That's the other thing. The more muscle you have, the higher your resting metabolic rate is. That's a big piece when it comes to weight loss. We don't just want to lose weight and get flabby, right? Especially women. We want to lose weight and gain muscle. And that's exactly what a high protein, low carb diet will do. We do promote carbohydrates, so don't think that we don't, but we do want high quality protein. So also when you are consuming proteins, just make sure that it's good quality. It's also available in vegan, so chocolate or vanilla. The shakes come in a couple different flavors. The pure, this is the good bacteria. This is the gut formula that knocks everything out of the park. Like I said, prior to Yoli, Probiotics were top on my list as a health practitioner that I was putting all my patients on. So this was another very big important piece why I said yes, and a lot of the other doctors say yes, is because when you can get part of a healthcare or a health promoting company that understands science and especially good probiotics. But the thing that's special about this is it's the type of bacteria that it is. It's a spore base, which is really powerful and unique. So I would say a lot of people have tried probiotics, but until you try this strain and this specific one, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that it actually does a lot more on the gut system. It helps with anything from upper gut stuff to lower gut stuff. And I always say we all have a unique sewer system, and this is exactly what it's designed to do. If you're slow, it's going to speed it up. If you're too fast, it's going to slow it down. So it's a modulator. It's got prebiotics, probiotics, digestive enzymes, and it's got milk thistle, which is a great liver support. So this is really important for detoxification. It works with your immune system and overall health and weight loss. There's a lot of studies out there right now that says that certain gut bacteria and our levels of good, healthy gut bacteria has a lot to do with weight loss. Same with, especially right now with everything going on, we want a strong immune system, and our gut has a lot to do with our immune system. And then finally, the last product in the transformation kit is called Resolve, and it helps to promote that feeling of fullness. It's got the phytofiber, which includes the glucomannan, which is a great source of fiber. It has apple cider vinegar, so you don't have to drink that nasty stuff. This actually has the apple cider vinegar powder, and it's got apple fiber. It promotes healthy gut, and this is awesome for blood sugar support because when you have a higher fiber diet, and I think a lot of people know, the higher your fiber, it slows down that blood sugar conversion. So should you eat carbohydrates or should you eat something with sugar, the higher fiber you have, it slows down the conversion rate. So it's great for all sorts of things. It helps to bust through the weight loss plateau. So if you are kind of stuck, it's great to try this one, and it will also help you feel full. And this is what's so awesome. It's not just products. It's not like, oh, here's some products and go, try it and take them. But no, this is a step-by-step system. That little 28-day transformation booklet is like your roadmap for the next month. So if you follow it and it goes through exactly what to eat, when to take your supplements, you're going to get great results. So you get to enjoy real food. And this is another reason I said yes. I'm sorry I keep saying yes to all these things, but it's so true. Like it was all of these things that really made the big difference. When you can eat real food and you don't have to just eat nothing but little packages or little fake kind of foods, but you can eat real food and fruits and vegetables and proteins and meat, and you can grill out with your family. Sign me up, because if I can get healthy, lose weight, and be able to still enjoy my life, that's what we're all about. We want you to live, and that's what Yoli's name is to live. We also help you track your progress and your results. We have a phone app. There's different little things that you can do to make sure that you're on track. And then it's easy and customizable. So if you are keto or you are doing intermittent fasting, it can address all of those. So it's basically a keto cycling, if that's what you want to think of it as. Or we also do the intermittent fasting because of how our program is laid out. It's about a 12-hour fast. So you'll have your last food or shake at about 6 or 7 at night. And then, if you don't eat again until the morning, until around 7 or 8 in the morning, that's a 12 to 14-hour fast. So we've been doing this for 10 years. So a lot of these things are hitting the market right now and they're having great publicity, but we've been doing this, which is why we've been getting great results all this time. And there's tons of support, you guys. We are just here to hold your hand. We are here to support you on your journey back towards health. We want you to feel great from the inside out. We want you to have your energy. We want you to live your life to the fullest and, work on your confidence and all of that. Along with all of this is also, we have a mind program that is really important, and it supports you on your journey. So yes, this is our physical one, but we also have a great Better Mind program as well that you want to check out. Optimizers, just quickly, I'm going to touch on, we do have, so that was a 28-day transformation kit. That's how most people start. if you want to take your health to the next level, or should you have certain issues that are going on. We have enzymes, we have vitamins, we have great omegas. Glow is amazing. I'm taking the Glow. See this beautiful little glow? That's because of the skin. We have that. It's got some biotin in there. There's collagen. So that makes you beautiful and sexy. And we have Dream. I take one of those every night when I go to bed. There's 2 milligrams of melatonin in that. So that makes us sleep peacefully. And the lean greens are amazing. So instead of getting your juicer out and getting your kitchen all messy for the next half hour to 40 minutes and spending $50 on everything, you can, for about 99 cents a serving, you can get a full serving of 40 fruits and vegetables and 1 serving of our lean greens. And let's see, what else? We have our sports hydration drink, which is called Fun. And we have a couple different flavors in that. And that's got your electrolytes, your branched chain amino acids. That's got a serving of alkali built right into it. So that's going to help neutralize that acidity when you're working out, and it's going to hydrate you. So that's really good. Passion is always really good for sports because you want that extra boost of energy. We have PH2O. I love that name, PH2O, right? And that is, it's going to help alkalize your water. It's great. It comes in 3 different flavors. Coconut is my favorite. I love adding coconut to my water. Instead of spending $3 or $4 for a coconut water, now you can have it for less than $1, and it's got the alkalizing component and it tastes amazing. We have our shakes that are really good to build muscle, and the alkalite, and then flex. As a chiropractor, I love the flex. So if you have any sort of joint pain, cartilage, discs, shoulder, knees, things like that, flex. It's got the chondroitin, it's got problems and the musculoskeletal things. It's really good for anything inflammatory. So even it works really good for gut problems because it's got some great natural anti-inflammatories. Immune, I think this is the hottest topic right now out there in the entire world right now, is how can we support ourselves and our family and our loved ones. Yoli does have a great lineup. We have Truth, which is an antioxidant blend, and it comes in a couple different flavors. The citrus, these are non-caffeinated. So if you have children or if you can't take the caffeine with the passion, these would be your alternatives. Truth comes in the citrus, or the recent new release flavor is called pomegranate. It's delicious. And it's got some probiotics built into that. It's got your vitamins, some minerals, and your super fruits. And for the immune system, the Defend is awesome. That's currently sold out right now. So be watching for that. Everything in the world seems to be sold out right now. But we do have our Truth available in the canisters. We got our probiotics, Dream, another great one that I would say is even the alkalite. So be watching for that. Everything in the world seems to be sold out right now, but we do have our Truth available in the canisters. We got our probiotics, Dream, another great one that I would say is even the alkalite. Adding the alkalite in for your immune and just keeping your health as good as it can. Obviously, at the core of everything is inflammation. And finally, our favorite topic, pH, alkalite. We already talked about, is going to put out that fire. It's going to change your body pH. The lean greens, obviously a lot of greens, is going to help to alkalize your body. The PH2O also has trace minerals in there, and it's great for just alkalizing your body. And then the Fun has the alkalite in it, and it's the sports hydration drink. Okay. A picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So make sure that you check out our Yoli website, or make sure that you just go play around on yolivirtual.com and make sure that you look under the resources. We got great before and after pictures. There's a whole everything in the world seems to be sold out right now, but we do have our Truth available in the canisters. We got our probiotics, Dream, another great one that I would say is even the alkalite. Adding the alkalite in for your immune and just keeping your health as good as it can. Obviously, at the core of everything is inflammation. And finally, our favorite topic, pH, alkalite. We already talked about, is going to put out that fire. It's going to change your body pH. The lean greens, obviously a lot of greens, is going to help to alkalize your body. The pH2O also has trace minerals in there, and it's great for just alkalizing your body. And then the Fun has the alkalite in it, and it's the sports hydration drink. Okay, a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So make sure that you check out our Yoli website, or make sure that you just go play around on yolivirtual.com and make sure that you look under the resources. We got great before and after pictures. There's a whole bunch of great testimonials, and that's super inspiring. A new you begins today. Yes, so if you're ready to jumpstart your health transformation, ask your friend how you can save up to $2. We're just all passionate about getting this message out there to the world. Use the products, right? We want to be a product of the product. You're going to experience the results, and then you're going to want to share it with your friends, and just ask them to take a look. You can send them some samples or get back in touch with whoever helped sign you on board, and we can walk you through how to do that. 92% of people trust the personal recommendations over commercials and other advertising methods, and that's why we love this platform. I never in a million years I thought I would have been doing a networking side gig, but you know what? It's turned into one of the biggest blessings of my entire life, because now I realize I can impact so many more people outside of just the four walls of my clinic. Now there's people all over the entire world that are being impacted because one person cared enough to share with their friend, and then it just keeps spreading. So that's the fun part about this whole journey. The next slide. So we are now going to transition into, thank you so much for listening to the health portion of it. And I'm going to introduce my amazing, beautiful friend and business partner, Wendy Backey. She is a mother of 2. She's one of the most caring people. She leads with her heart always studying, doing great personal development, always there to help teams. And that's what we're about. We are just on this mission to help transform lives. And Wendy's going to share a lot about the other great benefits of Yoli. So Wendy, you are going to just share and go ahead and take it away.
I think I'm unmuted. Can you guys hear me? Yes? Okay, super. All right. Well, before I get started, like Angie said, I am a mother to 2 teenagers. They're upstairs right now. Many of you guys have your kids at home, right? And a barking dog. So if you hear that in the background, my apologies in advance. But before I get into this tonight, I'm just going to share a little bit about how Yoli came to my life. And so 9 years ago, I turned to Google for solutions. I was for some health problems, or some health challenges, I should say. And by the grace of God and Google, I found Yoli. It was on the heels of a flood, kind of taking our home out, and the economy in 2009 kind of forced us into a place where we filed for foreclosure. And at age 38, we were facing the idea of starting all over again. And so that's what we did. We packed up, we moved, we sold everything and moved back to Iowa. And it was not only financially stressing, it was emotionally stressing, and it took a lot of stress on my body. And so I am so grateful for the products. They filled the gap for me nutritionally, like Angie talked about. And yes, we have this incredible transformation kit, but you guys, it was just feeling more empowered as a mother to help not only myself, but my kids make better choices. It was making daily small changes on a daily basis that led me to be able to lose 25 pounds of baby weight that I had been trying to lose for 7 years and couldn't. And so, like I said, the products filled, for me, a nutritional gap that I had. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? But what I was actually seeking was an opportunity to fill a financial gap, that as much as my husband poured everything he had into his construction business, you know, there's no way we could foresee a flood taking our home and the economy in 2009 spiraling out of control, right? And just like today, we're in a place in time where, you know, this was a solution for me 9 years ago to fill that gap financially, and I pray that this could potentially be a solution for you as well. So let's just kind of get into this and talk about what we're dealing with today. So many people are working with a dual income with side streams. 1 in 3 Americans actually, and more than half of the millennials have a side business today. So when that financial stress came on my family, I went back to work after having been a stay-at-home mom for 5 years. And so we were, again, a dual income family. And this, Yoli, is what became my side business. Average American families have less than $1,000 in savings. And you guys, I'm here to say, I don't know that we had $100 in savings, 9 years ago. So I am so thankful that we have opportunities like this. 84% of Americans are not financially ready for retirement. I mean, not just retirement. How many of you were ready for what's happening right now? Right now, what we're dealing with. So there's just a lot of financial stressors in addition to the current situation that we're in, US and global economy. People will be feeling the impact of what we're going through right now for 2 to 3 years. And I can tell you that I thought that I would be feeling the impact of the recession in 2009 for years to come. Fortunately, our Yoli business took off. The opportunity, like Angie said, to put these products in my body, to feel incredible, to light up like a Christmas tree, to feel so inspired, to help other mothers and families and friends have an opportunity to regain their energy, feel good inside, feel empowered as mothers. That's what I did. I shared, and this company generously rewarded me for that. And so it allowed us to come out of what we were dealing with 9 years ago. Over 6.6 million people filed for unemployment last week alone in the US. It's frightening. Again, there's so much happening that we could not foresee coming to us. The gig economy, the culture, the things that are offered today that actually weren't offered 9 years ago. I don't even know if many of these existed. Maybe Etsy existed, but I'm not sure that Lyft or Airbnb or DoorDash did. What I was doing to earn side income before I found Yoli through Google was I was waiting tables. So I know many of you are probably have had side incomes like that. Unfortunately, today we're not even able to get into those restaurants. And I'm so grateful they're allowing them to stay open. We just picked up some food tonight. So just a side note, if you can love on your local businesses by getting takeout, that's a great opportunity for us to be able to give back, right? Home-based direct sales. So it doesn't matter what you call it. It can be social marketing, party planning, direct selling, social selling, but there are tons of benefits to this, right? It's a low startup cost, and thank God it was, because I didn't have a ton of money to throw into conventional business. My husband has a conventional construction business several years ago, but he threw thousands of dollars into that. And I know many of you have businesses yourself that you've thrown thousands and thousands of dollars into to get started. We have flexible hours and schedules, so I'm in control, flexible, right? The extra income is, on the side from what you may currently be doing. We have an incredible community, like Angie said, not only support for you in your physical and your emotional transformation and systems for you to follow, but also we have a community of like-minded people when it comes to the business side of things. So not everybody comes into this being in an entrepreneurial mindset or spirit, but we have systems that can help guide you through and allow you to have success. And a new sense of purpose or impact. I can tell you that that is another gap that this company filled for me, is just emotionally having a purpose greater than myself, no longer just focusing on, I love being a stay-at-home mom, you guys, but we all have so much to give. And just by sharing something you love and being generously rewarded for it, it created a sense of incredible purpose in my life. And the ripple effect that occurred from that has allowed myself and our team and thousands of other people to make a really beautiful impact in other people's lives. So the power of residual income and impact. So there's not only impact in the way that you, help people with their physical transformation or help people emotionally feeling supported by a community, but there's also an impact financially. And what it provides you is a residual income. And I just have to be honest, maybe you can relate. I didn't really understand what residual income meant. in the beginning. So when it talks about, if your residual income monthly is $500, midsection here, it's like having $120,000 in the bank earning you a 5% interest. Well, one, I didn't have $120,000 to throw in the bank, but as our business built and we got to that point and beyond, what I can tell you is that it was 10:30 at night, my phone rang, and my mother had called to tell me that my grandmother had gone into ICU. I immediately drove 4 hours north to Laverne, Minnesota, and I was able to spend 7 days with her while I sat in the waiting room for her to come through this. And on Wednesday, midweek, my phone dinged, and it was my commissions. And at that time, it was $3,500 for the week. You guys, I'm not saying that everyone is going to get to that place. But for me, that is when I realized the power of residual income. It allowed me to understand that this vehicle provided me the opportunity to spend with the people I love most when they needed me the most. And it can provide the same opportunity for you. It is work, but it is so incredibly worth it and so incredibly rewarding. Direct selling globally, believe it or not, it's bigger than the NFL, the music industry, movie industry, bigger than organic foods, which everybody's getting their hands on now, and the video game industry. But direct selling is a $189 billion a year business. Globally, it's health and wellness takes the #1 spot. That's us. That's what we're doing, is providing people health and wellness options for times like this and for future generations to stay healthy. By gender, this direct selling is one of the few places where women actually earn dollar for dollar of what men earn. So we may be majority women in this space, but I can tell you that men also do an incredible job of making an impact in the health and wellness arena as well. In fact, our company was founded by 4 success, you guys, is not only because they are entrepreneurs, but they are also men of great faith and incredibly huge hearts. And so Yoli was founded in 2009, just a couple years before I found it. They have had over 100 years of direct selling experience. So it's a company for distributors, by distributors. These men have walked in our shoes before. It is self-funded, privately held, and debt-free, which is an advantage to all of us. Of course, our headquarters are in Salt Lake City, Utah. We are currently open in the Philippines, Canada, and Mexico. Recently, we have a new partnership with a company called Truesome Visions. Rod Harrison is the president of Yoli now. As the majority members in this company, women, we're all so proud and grateful for Miss Kimberly Fender, Robbie Fender's wife, to have joined in leading the charge and sharing her incredible beauty starts. So Angie has given you % okay. You can just reach back out to the person that invited you and let them know that you just have a few questions that you'd like answered. Or 2, you might be ready to jumpstart your physical goals and to live your best life physically, emotionally. As a preferred customer, you're going to be able to buy at the wholesale price, just like a member, like I do. Or 1, you've decided that not only are you looking to fill the gaps nutritionally in your life, but you're also looking for incredible community income. And if that's you, I pray, and like Angie referenced before, when you do, not only do you buy and receive your products at a 20% off discount, but you also have the opportunity to earn your products for free. You also have the opportunity to earn income to, and receive your products at a 20% off discount, but you also have the opportunity to earn your products for free. You also have the opportunity to earn income to, just buy some groceries, to pay the bills, or to replace an income that you're not maybe exactly excited about going back to. Really incredible residual income and legacy income, like I have been so blessed to be able to have the opportunity to do. And so I would just ask that you take into consideration everything we've shared with you tonight. Get back to the person that shared this with you. Ask any questions you might have, or let them know that you're ready to lock arms with them and make an incredible impact as we move through the rest of 2020 together. So with that, I am going to just wrap it up and say God bless you guys. And I know that these are trying times, but we're all in this together. And I love you, and I look forward to you joining us next week on yolivirtual.com. Thanks, guys.